Hey guys, so we did a thing.
Wow, this little Jimny has already taken us to some epic places in our country, and we've only had it for a month.
We hope you guys are as excited as we are for this new series on our channel. If you're new to our channel and don't know who we are, we're Rhett and Claire, and we've been traveling around Southeast Asia as digital nomads for the last 3 years. And we've recently come back to South Africa and bought a cute little Jimny to give us the freedom of traveling around our own country. So why did we decide to get the Jimny? Well, first of all, it's freaking cute. But it actually started many years ago when we went to the Drakensberg to try and do the Sentinel Peak hike. And
we couldn't even get to the starting point of the hike because we needed a 4x4 to get there. So we realized when we're in South Africa, it's best to just, obviously we need a car, but it's also best to have a 4x4 so we can get to all those untouched areas in the country that we really want to explore.
If you don't know much about South Africa, it is a big country with lots to do, and you pretty much do definitely need a car when you're here, and a 4x4 is probably the best option for you as well. And then we were also living in Bali last year in 2021, and the Jimny was so popular there on the island. It's like the go-to 4x4 car. We tried so hard to rent one when we were there, but they were always booked out.
They have a whole bunch of Gen 2s and Gen 3s on the island, and no Gen 4s there at all, but that's why we just couldn't wait to get home and get our hands on one.
So where do we plan to take this cute little Jimny?
Well, obviously we're going to start off in South Africa, and while it's stock standard, we can't venture too far unfortunately, so while we're still building it out, we just plan to do a bit of South African content, eventually moving up into Southern Africa, with the overarching goal to one day do Cape to Cairo.
Yeah.
Can't do that right now for a lot of reasons, but hopefully one day in the future it's a possibility.
Getting this car does not mean that we are stopping international travel at all. In fact, if you've watched our previous video, you know that we've got a lot of countries on our list for this year. It just gives us the freedom to travel around our country and our continent whenever we are home.
Anyway, let's take you back to the day we got the car for our initial impressions and all the drama we've already had with it. How are you, Mandla?
How are you doing, man?
Today is extremely exciting, and it's in fact the start of a brand new chapter and a whole new series. We're fetching our car today, and here it is right here. What do you say? Wow. Kinetic yellow Suzuki Jimny. Get in.
I can't wait to drive it.
Me first. That's it. We've just got our first car together. All the bags are packed. Got the Apple CarPlay set up, navigation, the maps are ready to go, the tunes are ready. Wow. So amazing.
Is this not the cutest, most happy color car ever in your life? I think it's so freaking cute, but it's a little beast. So excited to see what this thing
Let
can
us
do.
know in the comments what you think of the color and if you like the car.
Oh yes, and please comment down some name ideas. We have no clue what to call this car yet.
Whoa.
Something fun.
Anyway,
Okay, Mandla
thank you
wants
to
to skip.
Suzuki South for helping us out, and thank you so much to Mandla for helping us get the right color, because he only had white and he really worked hard to get us kinetic yellow, and he did it super fast, so thank you so much.
And yes, thank you. And they have the best deals in the whole of South Africa as far as we're concerned with the pricing of their Suzuki Jimnys, really. So if you're looking for a Jimny, definitely come to Suzuki. He's filming us, we have to go. Mandla's filming us.
Lovely, my big man.
Yeah,
Like it, man. I like it. I'm shooting my own video.
I'm shooting you. Thank you.
My big man, it's a pleasure, my big man. If this car makes you happy, we are the happiest.
Send me that video, I want to see it.
I'll definitely send it. I'll definitely send it to your WhatsApp. Cheers, guys. It's a pleasure, guys.
First time driving the Jimny.
Woo!
First impressions.
The gears are very, very stiff and really wobbly, but it's chilled. The gear's very, very stiff, but obviously it's a brand new car, so that's why. Brakes and everything are really, really sensitive, so that's cool. I used to have a Suzuki Swift, so I'm quite used to driving Suzukis, but this does feel quite different to the Swiftie.
I love how like high up we feel. Like, even though it's such a small car, you still feel very high up in this car, which is really cool. And this infotainment system with the Apple CarPlay and just how you can speak to the car and navigate to places, it's just so handy.
And it's touchscreen. I actually didn't know that, but this whole thing is touchscreen.
It is a
little wobbly, but honestly, it's not bad at all. I don't know why people say it's not a comfortable car to drive. It's really not bad. It's just wobbly, like it does this a little.
and the steering is a little floppy.
Yeah, ever so slightly. It's nothing too hectic. But it's got a little bit of power, it's fine. It's got the hill assist, which is super cool, so you won't roll back into somebody. I think it's a cool car to drive.
It's actually really nice to drive. Got the manual version, so the automatic we know is a lot slower. This one's a good 2 or 3 seconds faster in the 0 to 100, so that's nice to have the manual. The steering wheel is a little bit loopy, I guess, but once you put on a new suspension, apparently it gets a whole lot better on the road. We'll talk about the additions and modifications and things that we'd like to have done in a future video. We've got a whole lot planned for this.
That's the exciting part of owning a Jimny, souping this thing up.
Yeah, there's a lot of little additions that you can do to start off with. A nice little net over here would be cool for extra storage. And then obviously on the outside, there's a ton you can do, like new wheels, suspension.
Something to hold our luggage down. Those are our first impressions of driving the car. We will be doing a full review of this car very soon, so get excited for that one.
Well, woke up this morning in a secure complex with a gate, electric fence. Someone broke into our car. Smashed the back window, left our stuff on the floor here, took a few things, shoes, clothes, toiletries. YouTube block was left behind. Here's the smashed window. What a start, eh? We've had this car for 2 weeks and yeah, not a great start. And we leave for Cape Town in like 3 days. So, and it's Christmas and we got to get someone to put in a new window for us, but everyone's on holiday and Suzuki are the only people that have this little window. Yeah, but anyway, could have been worse. We are okay. Still trying to figure out what on earth we had in the car. What's been taken. Clary remembers a few items like jewelry and clothes and her Superga shoes, but I'm really blank right now. I can't think of anything. But it is what it is. After 3 days of having the car safely parked in our parking lot, we've already had a nice careless person open their door into our door and left us with a nice red mark and a dent. So we weren't going to do any modifications until we drove this baby down to Cape Town, but that calls for the first modification of this little Jimny, and that is going to be side door mouldings. Hopefully they help a little bit in deterring or preventing some of these nasty dents that you can get from when you parked in parking lots, that kind of thing. So we've just gone ahead and ordered some of these side door mouldings. You can get these on the Suzuki website. It's one of the accessories you'll see in the brochure. These cost around 1,200 Rand for two, for the sets of two. And yeah, should be pretty easy to install. So it's gonna go somewhere around there. Seen other people do it on YouTube obviously, so I've done a little diagram for all the measurements, but you just need a pencil, a tape measure, and yeah, it's pretty easy. I think even we can do it.
I can do it.
A little bit of tape is actually going to be a lot easier than a little pencil mark. So draw the pencil mark, put a little bit of tape, and then just place the thing on top.
You know my body never known. You know my body never known.
Peel this, yeah. It's actually really easy. Just pull the ends off and then fold a little bit on the sides, about 2 or 3 inches, and then you just line it all up above your sticky tape and just pull and you're done.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Now for the other side.
This thing is so wobbly. Alright, you could smack someone with this.
Papa, maybe the guy stole from our back window.
So who did this? Pa! And the guy who did this.
We keep dancing with the devil, but he doesn't have a back, no. We keep dancing with the devil, but he doesn't have a back,
Finished! Looks pretty sick, eh? Yeesh! First little modification. Many more to come. So we're just cleaning up the car a little bit because the dirt was bugging me. And I've noticed something on this door handle. There's like... Excuse all the noise. Like, I don't know why it has to be so loud when I start to vlog. But on the door handle, I don't know if you can see here, there's like quite stubborn dirt here. And I'm like trying so hard to get it off. It's really stubborn. So maybe we'll look out for something that can cover that, so that, because that looks really shitty, to be honest. And I've cleaned it quite a lot already. So maybe there's like a sticker here or something to prevent that. Comment down below if you know any companies that do that or something that we can do to help that. And then another thing while we're cleaning is there's hundreds of these little dots here that we didn't notice yet.
Just so stubborn. Little brown dots from the tree, I think.
Yeah, we're really struggling to get those dots out. Strange. Never had this with a car before. Probably because of the kinetic yellow color, so dirt will definitely stick out more. But yeah, we're going to clean up this car, and then tomorrow we are going to get the windows fixed and get the alarm installed, so stay tuned for that.
Alarm system is installed at Autotec this morning. Got a sensor alarm installed up top here, and then central locking. So the way it works now is pretty cool. As soon as you turn on the ignition, the doors lock by themselves, and then when you turn your car off, they unlock. So it's much better than the default, which was just a manual thing. You'd have to push the button and that would lock and unlock. So often we'd drive off, be driving for like 5-10 minutes and the car was still unlocked. So that will never happen again. So that's really cool. As soon as you touch the car in any form, if you lean against it, it gives a little warning, and if you do anything drastic like break the glass or try and open the door or do anything, then the siren goes off. It's firing warning shots. Leave it alone.
They say that bad luck happens in threes. I sincerely freaking hope so. On the way to getting the alarm installed, Rhett was driving on the highway and some guy drove really fast on the highway to get in front of him and flicked a stone up onto the windscreen, and now we've got a crack in the windscreen. I'm losing my mind. This is crazy.
Usually you can get a little like circle sticker that they put over the crack, and then like that'll stop it from spreading into a big crack across your whole windscreen. So I'm hoping that they can do that for us now, because we're going to get our glass in the back window done, so at least that's something.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, I'm Claire.
Yeesh. It's big, eh?
Can I open it for you?
So that's the glass panel for the back. That was 2250 for the replacement from Suzuki in Northcliffe. So yeah, now we're going to take it to Glass Fit to get fitted and get the tinting done with the smash and grab again.
That took like 30 minutes, quick sticks, it's done, it's got the tinting on, and that was 800 Rand to fix that, so super good. Well done, Glass Fit.
And then the little chip is called a bullseye on the front, and we've been advised to leave it because it most likely won't run, and if you do try to repair it, it could potentially make the matter worse, so I'm gonna just leave it and see how that holds up. Sure, what an eventful month with the Jimny.
They say that bad luck comes in threes, so hopefully that's the last of the drama with the Jimny for now.
I hope you guys found some of the info in this interesting and you learned a little bit from that.
There are so many more modifications that we want to do to the Jimny. If you've done any cool modifications to your Jimny and you want to suggest something to us, please comment them down below. Also comment some companies down below that we should use. There's a lot more we want to do to the inside of the Jimny, such as like storage compartments and cool little things. And then we are definitely putting the roof rack on the top of the Jimny down in Cape Town with a ladder and some lighting and some decals and all sorts of things. So if you found something that's pretty cool to do to the Jimny, comment that down below.
Tomorrow we start our first big road trip from Johannesburg to Cape Town. It's going to be about 16 hours of driving. We're going to take it quite slowly. We are stopping over at a nice place in Colesberg. So yeah, we'll see how the Jimny handles on the open road. So stay tuned for that. That'll be the next video after this one. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. There's going to be a ton of Jimny content and all Southern African content coming up on this channel. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.